everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury, and it's Halloween. I'm a group of bats again. It's like my go to work easy costume. So yeah, I was like a flock of bats. Yeah. So happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Halloween. So it is a weekday Halloween, which means it's not going to be a late night for me. I have to do the adulty thing, but I am going to have fun as always. So tonight, it's going to be an at-home Halloween. Unfortunately, I don't really get a lot of trick-or-treaters. I don't know if that's like the neighborhood I'm in thing or if that's just like a sign of the times. I feel like nowadays it's like trunk or treat, or kids will go to like the stores on the main street and not like to houses. Let me know if that's the way it is by you now too, because I've noticed over the past, I don't know, 5 years or so, less and less and less trick-or-treaters going door to door. So I'm just curious if that's just like a local thing or if that's like everywhere it's been changing. Anyway, I'm gonna make some snacks. I'm gonna watch some creepy movies, and we'll hang out and have Halloween together. I'll show you what I'm watching. I'll show you what I'm making, and we'll have a chill Halloween together. Come on. First things first, quick costume change. I wanted to be comfy, so I put on my Haunted Mansion pajamas. I love these things, they're so soft. This was great. And I got TV on, got the first horror movie of the night going, and this is what it is. Does anyone know yet? Any guesses? I hope you know by now. It's Evil Dead 2. It's Evil Dead 2. We're starting the night out strong. My dinner's all ready. So just something very simple today. It's basically leftovers. It's chickpea pasta with just some olive oil and some basil and salt, and a chicken leg from when I did some air frying a few days ago. So just yummy leftovers, keeping it simple, and watching the spooky cabin in the woods in Evil Dead 2. Yes. So I'm just sitting here wondering, like, what is everybody's favorite subgenre of horror movies? Because horror is its own genre, right? But there's like different types of horror movies. Not all horror movies are created equal, right? There's like campy comedic horror movies like Evil Dead, like what I'm watching. There's like gory horror movies like Saw. There's slasher horror movies like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre or things like that. Yeah, and then there's things that I think can be misnomers, because I remember, like, growing up, I was always like, well, if they have fangs, they put it in the horror section, even if it, like, is Dracula horror? Or is it drama? Right? So it's like things like that, like, and there's so much crossover, right? Like, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, like, they're like, chain saga movies now. They've grown beyond their initial kind of subgenre, if you will. But even like Freddy, right? He was campy, but he's also a slasher. So which is it? Which is it? Right? And the thing that I love about the campy horror movies, and they are my favorite type, they know what they are. They're not trying to pretend to be anything other than what they are. They are cheesy and they are campy and they know it and they just run with it. And that's what makes them so magnificent to watch. So things like the Evil Dead, I was going to say trilogy. It's more than that now. Again, Freddy, he's my favorite. He's my favorite of the saga villains. Then there's like the more modern ones, like Cabin in the Woods. That was a great take, because it was like, we know we're campy and we're paying homage to all the camp that came before us. I loved it. It was great. So I'm just curious, what are your favorite types of horror movies, and what do you think about different subgenres within the horror kind of genre of itself? What are your thoughts on this? One movie down, next one up. Night of the Living Dead. It's a classic. It's perfect. It's every Halloween. I gotta throw it on. think last year I did the black and white. This year I'm doing the remake. So this is the colored 1990-ish version. That's what I got on. Oh, the zombie, he's coming. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Okay, while the zombies are rising, I need a little snacky. I'm gonna go make a little snacky. I think I'm gonna make some kind of cookies. Let's go make some cookies while the zombies rise. Found a recipe online for pumpkin spice macaroons. It's on a website. I haven't tried this one before. It's called Downshiftology, and I'll put a link in the description of the video. But let me put it together. It looks very straightforward. It says mix the dry ingredients together, mix the wet ingredients together, combine them, bake them, and macaroons. Let's give it a try. So it calls for coconut flakes, pumpkin, almond flour, salt. It said pie spice, so I'm gonna make my own. I have cinnamon, nutmeg. This is allspice, cloves. I'm gonna make a blend of that for pie spice. Honey and vanilla extract. And also coconut oil. And we'll mixy. Here's all my dry ingredients, and I'm gonna just kind of do a mixy mix. I'm not left-handed, so I have to turn the camera off and switch hands. Now that it's been mixed up with my right hand and not my left hand, it's all blended, and now I'm gonna do the wet ingredients and mix that all together. So I mixed it all up, and I scooped it into little rounds, and now they're in the oven baking, but I'll pull them out just so you can see what they look like. So this is what they look like. They just went in, so they are still very, very moist. So those, yeah. There we go. Those are gonna bake for 20 minutes. Okay, they are out of the oven. So I guess it's like trick or treat. And then we taste it and find out if it's a trick or it's a treat. Let's find out. It's a treat. It's a treat. It's definitely a treat. It's a treat. Really good. Okay, ooh, oh my gosh. Like, it's so soft it fell apart. Let's go get back to the movie. Well, another movie over, and I think I got time for one more. Gonna do some Ghostbusters. So although not a scary movie, still, So although not a scary movie, still keeping with the Halloween theme. I mean, it is ghosts, and they are ghost busting, right? So it's still on par with the Halloween. It counts. It counts. So Ghostbusters is always a lot of fun. You know, like tell them about the Twinkie. You know, when there's comparing the amount of like ghost activity to a regular Twinkie, and they're saying it'd be a huge Twinkie. Yeah, I love this movie, but I'm also very tired. I think we have to call it. This was Halloween 2023. It was quiet. It was good. Saw good movies. Had good snacks. Good stuff. So with that, I am done. I'll see you all real soon. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.